Hey guys, what's up and welcome to the unboxing and review of the UPerfect NxtLED 1 Plus gaming monitor with non-reflective displays and 120Hz. Let's check it out. Okay, let's start with the unboxing of the UPerfect. So I'm going to take this, it's a very large box, and inside here we have a case. Oh, it comes with a case. Nice. Put that aside first. Let's see what else we have inside. We have the actual device. I'm just going to put this aside as well and look at what else we have inside the box. First, we have 4 screws, most likely for a base mount. It says pre-gift. Nice. We have a 18.5 inch 1080p monitor. Manual. We have a USB-C to USB-C cable. We have another USB-C to USB-C cable. And then we have an HDMI to mini HDMI connector. One thing that's nice about UPerfect is they always give you lots and lots of cables, so that's always nice to see. And what is this here? I suspect it is a charger. It is a charger. So let's see what the specs are on the charger. So here we have this is a 36 watt charger. So not bad at all. I'm gonna put this back in the box and let's take a look at the device itself and the case. You know what, let's look at the case first. The case first. Alright. This is a pretty nice looking case, or heavy case too, so you can kind of feel it when you pick it up. So yeah, this is quite nice. Like, if your laptop's small enough, this'll fit a laptop too. So there you go. Yeah, it is quite a decent quality case. I'm quite impressed. So put that aside. And this aside. And we're gonna look at this guy. Alright, so we're gonna take the plastic off of the monitor. So this is the monitor. It's quite light. I am very curious how good the display tech will be. And we look on the back side here, we have your 4 VESA mount screws. There is a kickstand with rubber feet on them. And then on this side we have a power button, cycling menu button, as well as a headphone jack. And then on this side we have your 2 USB-Cs as well as your mini HDMI. Okay, let's turn this thing on and see what we got. Okay, so I am currently right by a window, so I'm just going to show you quickly. Alright, so I'm right by a window, right here. And there is almost zero reflection on this screen, which is quite awesome. So I'm going to give you a quick taste of what it's like. So my Surface laptop has a really nice screen, but look at those reflections. Let's move it to another spot where there we go. Look, you can see me. Hey, look, hi, over here, right? Look at those reflections, right? This thing's basically a mirror. But then you look over here and you do see a little bit of white, right? Because it's right by a window. And right now there's not even any sun. So you can still see that there is some reflection. I'm gonna hit play. And you'll see that there is a little bit of reflection on this side, but it's barely visible. It's actually easier to see on the screen than it is in person. Viewing angles are great as well, right? So if I do this, look, your viewing angles almost don't change. That's honestly quite impressive, and I'm quite satisfied with this. So I'm going to continue. Like, you can see that the viewing angles, they don't actually change almost at all, no matter what angle you are playing this at. So watch this. I'm gonna move it back here so it's facing the window, and there's reflections there, right? So yes, there's a little bit of white on this side, but it's actually less noticeable in person than on the screen. So realistically, this is what it looks like. So I'm going to move the camera this way. Oh no, this way. So that's what it looks like to me, okay, when I'm watching it, versus what you're seeing, which is this. So I'm seeing this approximately, right? And as you can see, like, so this display is decent. So you can see that the colors are vibrant enough, like they're not great, right? So if I move my surface up again, you'll see that the colors are like look at the greens, right? Look at the greens. Actually, if you can see the reflections. So look at the greens on my surface compared to this, right? This one is not as vibrant. You know, the colors are a little bit muted, but that's to be expected because this is, first of all, it's a lower end device. Second of all, this has a lower brightness than the Surface laptop, which I think is like 350, 400. This is about a 300 nit brightness device. And it also has that anti-reflective coating, and it's a matte display as well. It's not glossy. So all in all, color reproduction is quite good. This is playing at 60 frames a second, and I'm very satisfied with the color reproduction on this. You can put this anywhere. You can put this in a bright window, bright room with a window. You won't see almost any reflections at all. So I moved this display back to a proper position because it was really hard to record, and this gives you a probably the best angle for how the screen will look in best conditions. Actually, it's not even best conditions because the window is right on this side. So this is pretty realistic. The only thing is that there's no sun right now, so I can't really show you that. But when there is sun, like, the reflections are almost minimal compared to my Surface display, which is glossy. And I'm actually quite pleased by it, and color reproduction here is decent as well. So one of the selling points of this is gaming. So right now I am still watching a YouTube video, full disclosure. However, this gameplay video is 60 FPS, but it's actually slowed down 2x. So for example, if I click here, you'll see that I'm playing at 2x speed. And if I play at 1x speed, you'll see that it's slow-mo. So I move it back to 2x. It's currently outputting at 120 frames a second. So it's quite smooth. I don't see too much ghosting on the device, and it does. You can see that the FPS is a little bit. It's smoother, right? It's smoother compared to my display, which is currently only 60 FPS, which is my laptop, which is what this thing is plugged into. And here we have Devil May Cry. 120 FPS as well, 60 FPS, but slowed down 2x so that you can play it at 2x speed for 120 frames a second. So overall, I think that this device is decent for gaming. It is a 1080p screen, so if you wanted something higher resolution, this is not for you. And besides, like, where are you going to be plugging this in? Like, if you had a gaming desktop, I'm assuming you're not plugging this screen in. You're going to go buy yourself a nice gaming monitor. However, I assume you're going to plug this into like a Nintendo Switch or a cell phone or a tablet, and you don't want a 1440p screen. You want a 1080p screen so that it doesn't tax your FPS, so you can go all the way up to 120. And if you're especially using this in a bright room, this should work as well. So the last thing I want to show you is the OSD menu. So here you can actually change. So right now I have the brightness set at 100. Contrast, black equalizer, game mode, for example. So I'm going to switch to game modes just so you can see what it looks like. We have RTS, changes it a little bit. We have standard, changes it to actually a lot not so bright. FPS maximum. So that's what it looks like for this menu. You can change your color effects as well, your saturation, your sharpness. I wouldn't touch any of these. They're good as they are. And then, for example, right here you can see that says Type-C, 1920 by 1080 at 120 Hertz, and max resolution as well. And then we have Reset, Auto Color Adjust, and Auto Image Adjust. Here you can actually have Ultra HDR mode, which I really wouldn't turn on. You can see almost no perceptible difference there. The other thing that you can also turn on eye protection as well, which essentially turns on this kind of blue filter. You can kind of see if I go from here to here. Actually, you might not be able to see it on the screen, but yeah, you can kind of see, like, just look at the sky. You can see the sky flashing whenever I switch. It kind of removes a bunch of blue, but that's about it. Now you also have speakers, which are not amazing, but they work. So I'm just gonna show you what the speakers sound like. Spoiler alert, they're not great. All right, so what are my thoughts on the UPerfect NxtLED? So this costs $299, and you can get some discount codes if you check the link in the description down below. I think it's a rather niche product. So you have on one hand NxtLED, which is a anti-reflective technology so that you can use it in bright environments. It works really well. So I'm not denying that, right? Like you saw the comparison between my Surface laptop, which was glossy, and this matte. It just wasn't, like you saw almost no reflections, even compared to other matte displays. 120 FPS, yep, it's good. But if you had a gaming desktop, I'm assuming you're not getting this, right? Because you're gonna get yourself a nice OLED or otherwise larger monitor that's gonna plug and permanently stay with your computer. So I think the use case for this is if you want to play a game on your Switch, you want to play a game on your Steam Deck, or on your cell phone, or a tablet, and this is what you want to use, and you have a sunny room or sunny area that you want to play in. This is the kind of product for you. So that's what I would recommend. Let me know what you think in the description down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.